Hello everyone, this is Roxanne Grinage. Today is June 19, 2009. I'm founder and demonstrator of an internet practicing administrative services company that demonstrates standard access to those marketing, careers, label, and stores services that, when rendered standardly and fairly, cause fair and equal exposure into competitive processes for the purpose of raising quality of life to create earnings and exposure opportunities for the previously unseen and unaccommodated worldwide population of disadvantaged creators. If you want to learn more about my company and our methods, it's www.hirelyrics.org. Anyone who's seen us lately, we showed up on YouTube recently in the last few months with an administrative solution series that we are respectfully suggesting to the current presidential administration as to how we, all decision makers now having anything to do with stimulus money or federal funding trickling throughout all jurisdictions, Recovery.gov agencies and city, state, local, township jurisdictions, and private sector employers must recognize a population of Americans that have heretofore been measured accurately, because all measurements up to now have been piecemeal about what a human being, an American, is in our country. They've been trying to measure us through piecemeal demographics, whether or not we're enrolled in school, whether or not we're not enrolled in school, whether or not we're a dropout, whether or not we're incarcerated, whether or not we are an ex-con, whether or not we're a student, whether or not we're old, whether or not we're young, whether or not we're from the north, the south, the east, the west, gay, lesbian, straight, transgender, bi, whatever. They try to measure us piecemeal. They try to measure us by region. They try to measure us if we're an immigrant. They try to measure us if we're an immigrant, if we left. They try to measure our political views if we're a Democrat or a Republican or an independent party. We, as Americans, span every demographic. And any stimulus money that's coming our way that's well-intentioned and goodwill intention of the current administration, we do believe the Obama administration has the best of intentions and is progressively throwing a lot of money our way. However, we believe the Obama administration is deficient, as previous administrations have been. Their defect is that they suffer the administrative challenge, the deficiency of recognizing a population of product contributors, career contributors, workday contributors that are not being picked up on their ways that they measure us. So that any money they send through the Recovery.gov agencies or private sector or the local jurisdictions will never reach the people that it's really intended to meet, which are the in-the-trenches Americans. The in-the-trenches Americans. In the trenches. Yeah, it'll never meet it unless they recognize that there are some components of work ethic, synergy, intent, and two-way accountability. Not just accountability for how the money was spent. All right, I don't want this to get too long, because this is kicking off our my personal commitment demonstration. You'll notice we were asking for donations to support the prototype demonstration. We have a radio show on Blog Talk Radio Sundays at 11. We're asking for your input. We're asking for you to share your administrative horror stories, because our prototype demonstration of what we believe is the administrative solution, the U.S. Citizens Controlled Public Search Incident Reporting Docket Thread Database, is going to be the solution which forces two-way accountability for how the stimulus money really reached us or not, whether or not we really got it, all right? And really whether or not it benefited those Americans. And it's going to bring accountability through every level: work ethic, synergy, intent. It's going to look at, it has an administrative formula. Let me read this to you first. In the trenches, qualified contribution. This is what already went to the Obama administration. Administrative solutions for traditionally systemized administrative challenges. That's available. What went to the Obama administration is available as a 45-page PDF now. It went as a Word document on a DVD with our videos, 13 videos, to the Obama administration, 15-member managed service list of his executive officers who are in the briefing room at the whitehouse.gov is claiming to be interested in what I'm wanting to hear from Americans. And we're demonstrating through our managed service list that there is no way to have a two-way communication with our decision makers, that media, in fact, is cliquish and blocks any well-meaning administration decision maker from knowing what the American people need or who the American people really are. All right, so administrative formulas for permanently successful U.S. economic recovery plans and budget implementation do exist. All right, there are formulas, administrative formulas, not based on your spirituality or who you believe God is or whether or not there's a God, not based on your political party, not based on anything but the fact that there are human beings who happen to live in America spanning every demographic and impacting transactions, markets, and thereby our economy. And our economy, conversely, impacts quality of life for the American family. All right, and it's time to recognize the existence of the in-the-trenches American as a disadvantaged creator. What's the disadvantage? Can't get your product to market. Can't get your product contribution to market. Not even your including your contribution of careers, including your particular demeanor of what you would bring to engineering, what you would bring to security, what you would bring to IT, okay? Technology, what you would bring, you can't bring it because there's some disadvantage, and it's not always an economic disadvantage. Most times it's an informational one and one of positioning. So that's why we have a slogan, success is no longer a function of who you know or what you have. So I can see that I'm not going to be able to offer a doll here now. I'm going to sell part of my world-class limited edition doll collection. It's registered as a company, Birthright Doll Collection, mother-daughter T-tour. My mother collected dolls, collectible dolls, mostly porcelain, but themed as well. Personalities, Disney, presidents, political, historical, slavery, American history. What's the other one? Oh, you know the dolls, the European dolls with the beautiful gowns and the beadwork and some jewels, and many of them are signed by the artist in 18-karat gold and so on. They're valuable to a collector in the secondary market. And I'm offering these for sale. I'm going to do a video per doll. I already checked with the YouTube Help Center and asked if this was in any way in violation of the terms and conditions. And they said I should be pretty good. The answer that I got, I should be pretty much on the safe side, that it's mainly pyramid schemes and everything. This is not a pyramid scheme. This is, I'm going to unbox the doll, exactly how it looks. In the box, the exterior box, show you exactly what you're going to get. And with a standard price. And the pay now buttons are at higherlyrics.org. You hit the drop down menu, indicate the doll that you want at that standard price that was offered in that video. And then you pay for it and it gets shipped to you within 24 hours after payment. All right, and that's me putting my money where my mouth is. Okay, I'm offering my personal property for sale to support the development, all the costs and expenses involved with or associated with the development of this prototype U.S. Citizens Control Public Search Incident Reporting Docket Thread Database, which we believe will make this world a better place than how we found it. Please bear with me while I just read you what these are our various videos that are already up already, talking about it. What videos in our Blog Talk Radio show, we've had 4 drafts already on Blog Talk Radio, and that's where we are inviting callers to call in and chat room and so on. And you can email me with your administrative horror story, and we're networking. And we are not only inputting your information in your administrative horror story where your quality of life was impacted, we are offering back to you a synergetic relationship where we give you our learning that we currently have in our portal fair networking, white heat hot competitive portal style experience, which Higher Lyrics has demonstrated for 9 years is nothing but a standard access mechanism. If you say standard access, that anybody can come in and access and based on the strength of their motivation, their passion, and the quality of their product contribution, they emerge successful in seeing from a white heat hot competitive competition of